Hey, what's going on, Marvel Snap players of the world? If you are a new player, this is a great video for you. I'm going to give you the two decks that I think are the best for new players, especially any players under collector level 300. As you can see, this is my new free-to-play account, and right now I'm collector level 215. So if you're level 215, you should have all the cards that I'm mentioning in this video by now, because they're all Series 1 cards. So having said that, we're going to go over two decks that will be successful for you for when you're first starting off the game. And I want to go over something else as well. Not only do we have ranked here that you can play and climb the ranks and get rewards, but make sure that you're taking advantage of CONQUEST every season, because if you go in here and you look at the shop, you get a free mystery variant. If you do 9 of these things, which we did last month, and we got the Green Goblin, you collect 9 of these things, you get this cool Mr. Sinister variant, really nice card, and along the way you get other stuff. You get credits, you get gold. Like I said, you get a mystery variant in week 1. You get boosters for Mr. Sinister, you get titles, you get more credits, tickets, another mystery variant. So yeah, we end up with 2 mystery variants, and it's a great way to learn the game is to play this CONQUEST. And all you really need to do is just stay in the proving grounds for a while and try out your decks over and over and over. And we're going to do that with these 2 decks in this video so I can show you how well they play. But no, enough talking. You know, I've been blabbering on for a while now. Let's get into these decks. First up, we have the movement deck. I've called this one You Move Me. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now, you've got some pretty good movement cards to start off the game. This deck does get better over time. Both these decks get better as you collect more cards. There's things you can add and take out that make them better, but this is the very basic basis for each one of these staple decks. And the first card is Iron Fist. On reveal, after you play your next card, move it 1 location to the left. Now that's important because he goes well with multiple man. When this moves, add a copy to the old location. So say you play Iron Fist on your left location, you play multiple man on the right location, he'll kick to the middle, and then a copy will kick back to the location he was at. So it's a 2-for-1. Iron Fist is good for moving many things around the deck. And when you move cards, Craven is very important. When a card moves here, this gets +2 power. I genuinely like to set Craven up in the far left lane, because everything that we move is going to move to the left right now. We don't have a lot of the newer fancy movement cards where we can move things all over. Everything we move is going to be set up with Heimdall at the end of the game, and everything's going to shift left. What Heimdall says is he's a 6/8. On reveal, move your other cards 1 location to the left. So sticking Craven in left lane makes a lot of sense. We also have Doctor Strange. On reveal, move your highest power cards to this location. It's another way to move cards around, especially your multiple man, and if you hit Forge on a card, it'll make it larger. Hulkbuster, if you can Hulkbuster multiple man, that's the best play. Like turn 1, if you got multiple man in your hand in Iron Fist, hold it to see if you draw the Hulkbuster, because Hulkbuster turns multiple man into a 3/7, where if you move them, that makes 2 copies of the 3/7, which is crazy good. Ironheart, on reveal, give 3 other friendly cards +2 power. Another great card for juicing up your multiple man. Angela, after you play a card here, +2 power. She's just really, really good. Nightcrawler can move anywhere once a game. And Enchantress is here to remove the abilities from all ongoing cards of this location. It helps slow down your Devil Dinosaur decks, and anything else that has ongoing. Iron Man. And America Chavez is one of the best cards in the game that a lot of people just don't talk about. It's a set 1 card, but you'll still see it in all the best decks a lot of times, because what she does is she starts at the bottom of your deck, and you always draw her on turn 6. And what does that mean for you? That means that everything that you draw before turn 6 is stuff that you want for your deck, important cards for your deck. If you don't get Heimdall for turn 6, she's also there for that. Big booty on the last turn, 9 power, great card. One of the most underrated, underappreciated cards in Marvel Snap. Enough of this though, let's get into a game so I can show you how this deck is supposed to work. Alright, so I went into a ranked game here. We got New York first. On turn 6, you can move cards to this location. That's amazing for this deck. We have no turn 1 play. We do have Forge. We have Angela. We do have Heimdall. And we have Multiple Man. So, since we have Forge, give the next card you play +2 power. So, let's go ahead and throw Forge here. And then next turn, we'll throw Multiple Man. Actually, we'll play Multiple Man here. And you'll see why on the next turn. Alright, they got Lizard. Ooh, that's good. Super Flow. That's the hot location right now as well. Alright, so we'll throw Multiple Man out here. We'll go ahead and put Nightcrawler into play as well. Now, Forge will hit Multiple Man and add 2 power to him, which is really good. I'm not going to snap because I want this player to stay in the game with us, so you can see how this deck is supposed to work. So now we have 2/5. Alright, so now we have 5 energy available to us this turn because of Super Flow. So what we're going to do is we're going to move... We're going to play Doctor Strange here. Usually you wouldn't want to play here, but we do want to play because we want to shift everything to the right, so that way Heimdall can shift everything back to the left. Actually, what we need to do here is we need to play Angela, then Doctor Strange, so that way you get the bonus from Angela as well. Because every time you play a card on Angela, she gets +2 power. And that's not good. As you see, Cosmo, ongoing, on-reveal abilities won't happen at this location, so they shut down our Doctor Strange. We do have Kraven. So we'll go ahead and throw Kraven here. And on turn 6, we will play Heimdall in the middle because we can't play him on the right because of Cosmo, because it is on reveal. And then what'll happen is these 2 cards, your Forge and your Nightcrawler, will shift over to the Kraven lane.
All systems go.
Okay, so that's a problem. So now, instead of playing Heimdall, this is what we're going to do. On turn 6, you can move cards to this location. So what we can do is we can move Angela, we can move Doctor Strange, and Kraven's still going to get that bonus, right? But instead of playing Heimdall, we have Enchantress. And what did I say we had Enchantress for? On reveal, remove the abilities from all ongoing cards of this location. Punisher, ongoing. Iron Man, huge ongoing. So now that we have that, we snap back. Oh, and they retreated. That's fine. That's how this deck is supposed to work. If they didn't have Iron Man in the middle, we would have played Heimdall, shifted everything. But since they had Iron Man and we had the answer to Iron Man, we didn't have to play Heimdall and we would still get the bonus for Kraven. So that's a basic breakdown of this deck. Alright, my second deck is called Dirty Dino, and this deck is all based around the Devil Dinosaur. Ongoing +2 power for each card in your hand. Devil Dinosaur is a beast. It's still a beast in Pool 3, Pool 4, Pool 5. You know, there's a deck with Devil Dinosaur in the current meta of the end game, so this is the shell that I like to use in Tier 1, Pool 1 of cards. We have Ant-Man, ongoing if you have 3 other cards here, +3 power. We have Mantis, on reveal if your opponent played a card here this turn, draw a card from their deck. That removes it from their deck as well. Again, we have Angela, after you play a card here, +2 power. We have Cable, another card that removes a card from the player's deck. On reveal, put the bottom card of your opponent's deck into your hand. A lot of times, this will draw America Chavez, especially in the early game, because a lot of people use it. Sentinel, on reveal, add another Sentinel to your hand. As you can see, we're wanting to keep cards in our hand. That's the important thing, because Devil Dinosaur's power comes from the amount of cards in our hand. Cosmo, as you saw last game, ongoing, on reveal abilities won't happen at this location, so you have to be careful when you play that, not to play your Sentinel, your Cable on that location, your Moon Girl. This card is very important. On reveal, duplicate your hand. So a lot of times what you want to do is turn 5, you want to play Devil Dinosaur, right? Turn 6, a lot of times you will Moon Girl and fill your hand back up. Sometimes though, it's alright to play Moon Girl on turn 4 if you have Devil Dinosaur in your hand and you already have a nice stacked, full hand, because that'll give you 2 dinosaurs. But you got to remember, you could only have 7 cards in your hand. So when Moon Girl goes off, she copies starting from the left. So you'll want the dinosaur in those first couple of spots to copy to make sure you get a copy of the dinosaur. White Queen, another card that adds to your hand. On reveal, copy the highest cost card in your opponent's hand into your hand. Blue Marvel, very underrated. Very, very, very underrated card. Ongoing, your other cards have +1 power. Onslaught, ongoing, double your other ongoing effects in this location. It's very good to end with your dinosaur, your Blue Marvel, just really good. And then, of course, we have America Chavez. She's there in case you don't have Onslaught for turn 6, or you don't have a really good turn 6 play. She's a big old booty to slap down on turn 6. So enough of me jibber jabbering. Let's get into some gameplay of Dirty Dino. Alright, after turn 3, transform all cards here into the Hulk. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Mantis there and hope that they have a turn 1 play, because they're going to want to try to get as many Hulks as possible as well. We don't have to worry about a card named Shang-Chi probably right now. Unless we're playing a player that's been playing a while and they just don't have a very good rank record. You shouldn't have to worry about Shang-Chi, so it's okay to play Gamma Lab. They played there, so we're going to get a card from their deck. And we get Cosmo. That means we have 2 Cosmos now. After turn 5, move all cards here to random locations. Let's go ahead and throw Angela there. Another good thing about Cosmo is, after these turn into the Hulk, you can play Cosmo in that lane, and in case they do have Shang-Chi, they won't be able to kill them. Alright, let's go ahead and get ourselves a 3rd Hulk, utilizing Cable and grabbing another one of their cards. In the process, that'll add to our hand. Okay, so they're playing a Zoo deck. I'm not a big fan of the Zoo deck. Alright, so we're going to have 3 Hulks. And we grab their Colossus. Colossus says can't be destroyed, moved, or have its power reduced. So now we want to protect these Hulks just in case of Shang-Chi. And what Shang-Chi does, destroys any card in the lane with 9 or more power. So we're going to go ahead and throw Cosmo in that lane. And since we have extra energy, we're going to go ahead and play a Sentinel to put a card into play and a card back into our hand. Alright, there's Lizard. And we have protection for that lane. We should win that lane now. Unless they have, Iron Man still wouldn't beat us in that lane right now. Alright, we do have Devil Dinosaur. So we're going to go ahead and play him right here. We're going to hold on to Ant-Man because we want Devil Dinosaur to be as big as possible. Alright, they have Claw. Very good card. Ongoing, the location to the right gets +6 power. So, alright, they put their Khazar there. We win this lane. Now we're in great shape in the right lane. What we're going to do is we're going to play 2 cards that'll add cards back to our hand while playing cards at the same time. We have White Queen, which again, copy the highest cost card in your opponent's hand. That'll be put back in our hand. And we'll play another Sentinel, which will put a card into play and another card back in our hand. So our dinosaur... Okay, they retreated. Our dinosaur would lose power initially, but it'll gain the power right back because of the cards coming back to our hand. So this deck is my favorite Pool 1 deck easily. I love this deck. So I hope these decks help you out in your your ranked play and your conquest play. Like I said, make sure to take these decks. I'll go ahead and show you one more time. Make sure to take these decks and practice them in the proving grounds in conquest, because you can play this over and over. It costs you nothing. And if you win, you get a silver ticket, and you can collect enough of these silver tickets. Eventually, once you're very comfortable with the deck, instead of paying 80 gold, you'll be able to pay a silver ticket and try to go for one of these gold tickets, which will take you to this round, and so on and so forth. So, Proving Grounds is the best place to test your new decks. Don't take them in the ranked right away. Take them to Proving Grounds, play them there. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about a little bit. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please punch that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel out a ton. Also leave a thumbs up on all the videos. I have tons of videos here. This is the second video in the new player series that I'm trying to work on to help the new players as they continue to come into Marvel Snap. Also, if you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Do not be afraid to ask any questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Ask away. I will answer anything. And if you need more Big Ol' Buck content, I stream over at Twitch, twitch.tv/Big Ol' Buck, Monday through Saturday. Genuinely, it is a morning, early afternoon stream. Sometimes we kick it up at night too, you know, when we feel like getting a little spicy. But we have a great community, very helpful community. And I have a Discord specifically set up for Snap too. We have a Snap channel in the Discord. Always have people in there answering questions. So please feel free to join the Discord. It is in the description below as well. I have a link for that. And all of my social medias are all linked below as well. Make sure to go follow me on all those. All of that is free. So feel free to come hang out in Twitch, Twitter, any of that stuff. Until next time, I hope this really helped you guys out a lot. You can catch me here next time, same buck time, same buck channel.